Yo, what's up guys, Uber Jack here with another video for you today. And this time, I'm just turning the radio down, no copyright tags on the video of course. And today we're talking about how to get yourself a 5-star rating on Uber. And the funny thing is, I've been waiting for quite a while to get the 5-star rating. I'll show you guys that in a second. Actually, I'll show it to you now. Okay, so here I have the Uber app open. I haven't earned any money today, just getting out, just starting now. So, but that's besides the point, obviously. So if you click on the top right picture of yourself there, this will open up your profile, your main dash page, and then you can get to your profile there, and you can already see it says 5 stars. You just click on that, and then click on the 5-star bit. It'll bring up your ratings, and this is going to show you your last 500 ratings. So as you can see, I've had 498 5-star ratings with just 2 4-star ratings, no 3-star ratings, no 2 stars, no 1 stars. So there's my particular 5-star rating for you. So yeah, that's the rating for you there guys, just to show you on the app. But as I said, I've been waiting quite a while to get the 5-star rating, and it's because as I say, it looks at your last 500 trips. And the problem with myself was, for the longest of times, I was always on 497 5-star trips with just 3 4-star trips. Yeah, and the thing is, if you get 3 4-star trips, that'll give you a 4.99 rating and not a 5-star. It's when you get to 498 5-star ratings that you actually change to a 5-star driver, rated driver. And you know, all that must have just been happening is during the cycle of 5 trips, one may drop off. Might have changed. I just didn't really pay attention to it. It might have, one of those 4-star ratings might have dropped off, but then another one's come in, or maybe another couple have come in, or whatever it is. It's always going to be tricky. And the thing is, before I say anything else, ratings are so hit and miss, and what's the difference between a 5-star and a 4-star driver, or a 4-star and a 3-star driver? Like for me, it's either you're a 1-star or you're a 5-star when it comes to the rating. But obviously, when you're looking at how are you rated, they got to collate the data from somewhere. So I guess they look at the last 500 trips, which is relevant. And it also means that if you've got a bad rating, someone gives you like a 1-star or something, and you don't really know why, which can happen, and it's it's unfortunate. Then you know that it will go away within 500 trips. So as long as you keep doing what you're doing, you should then see your rating go back up. And that's the thing, you can just get rated 1-star by anyone. Maybe they didn't like the conversation you were having. Maybe they just didn't even have a reason. They've just been a bit of an asshole and just thought 1-star, fuck him, or whatever it might be. But the other good news is, it doesn't actually really matter, if we're honest. It doesn't matter if your rating is low. In those circumstances, it doesn't matter. It matters if you're continuously getting 1-stars and 2-stars, because it won't happen like that. It will only happen if it's a one-off, like complete random, and that doesn't affect you in any way. But if you're consistently getting sort of 1- and 2-star reviews, 3 stars, something's going wrong. Sorry to tell you. So you'll have to have a look into that. And you would probably get rider feedback too, which as I showed you the screenshot then of the phone, I don't have any recent rider feedback. I've got positive feedback. That's on a different section. I think the last guy called me a legend. Can't fault him. Definitely a legend. But yeah, so if something's causing you to have low ratings, that would come up on recent rider feedback. Like if your car's not particularly clean, or maybe you're taking the wrong routes, or you're not turning up immediately when the trip comes through, those kind of things, then it'll be fed to you back as feedback, and you can obviously look to improve that. But how do you get a 5-star rating? Now, I've done nothing special, in all honesty, nothing special at all. I don't have like packs of sweets in the back, water in the back, tissues everywhere for people to use, none of that. I did try it at the beginning, don't get me wrong, when you're you're all geared up, and you want to take the world on, and so you fill the back with water for days, and nobody drinks it, in all honesty. And this was in the summer, so I gave up on that pretty quickly. All you really need to do is keep it simple, get the basics right, and you will get 5-star reviews. So that means when you accept the trip, head straight to the passenger. I think that's one of the main ones and the first ones. Don't take ages to move. Don't accept trips if you're not going to be able to go straight away, because riders can see that, and they'll see that you're not moving. And unless it's heavy traffic that you can warrant and justify, then they're gonna probably downrate you. If you are stuck in traffic, it's always good to give a courtesy call just to the customer to say, hey, I'm on the way, I'm just stuck in some traffic here. That's another way to get yourself a 5-star rating. You're going above and beyond really what's asked of you, and you're just keeping the customer informed, which most of the time is all they're looking for. Another thing, obviously, is to keep your car as clean as you can. Now, once you get it valeted, it's not going to stay valet fresh for long. Believe me, a day or two, and you're already thinking, geez. So what you'll want to do is just try to get it valeted at least once a week, maybe twice a week, and in between there, just have a little handy hoover somewhere, maybe one that you've got in the house, just to sort of give a quick hoover before you go out every day. That's all that I do. And obviously, the exterior, just make sure it's relatively clean. If it's a bit dusty, it's gonna be dusty, picking up all the dust off the road. Don't worry too much. I mean, you don't want a big piece of shit down the side of the door on the bonnet. That's not good. Probably, I don't think someone would particularly rate you down for that, because it's one of those things. The exterior, I feel like you can control the interior of your car a lot easier than you can the exterior. So just worry about inside. Is it a nice place to be? Is it clean? Does it smell good? Get a good air freshener, cycle them quite often, and that'll keep the inside of the car looking all good and fresh. And then really, just drive the right way to where that you need to go. Follow the app, follow your sat nav. Double check with the passenger. I often do this many times. If there's 2 routes to go, ask them, say, is there any particular way you wanted me to go? I could either go this way or down this road. And most of the time they'll either tell you which way, or they'll just say, I don't mind. So you've covered a base there by not going a way that they think might be longer, and then ultimately give you a bad rating for that. And then the other thing, I guess, is just conversation. There's days where you don't want to talk to anyone. I know that. I've had plenty of days like that. And there's days where customers won't want to talk to you either. So the thing is, you need to try and spark up some kind of conversation. You don't need to, but I always think it's good. This is where sort of tipping comes in, where it goes above and beyond 5 stars, and you'll actually get tips. I actually got a £5 tip yesterday, and the thing is, when I pulled up, I was a bit miffed because I was taking ages myself, and I was in traffic, and the guy picked me up, and I could tell immediately he wanted to chat, like from the way he was sort of asking questions. He asked me a question, and then I asked him one at the same time, and he answered me, but then he re-asked the question, so I could tell he was eager. So I could tell he wanted to talk, and we did have a great chat, and it was only like a £5 trip, and he tipped me like a fiver on top of that. And really, it was because of the conversation we were having. It was nothing else. So try to find a middle ground with your customers, and believe me, I know people are like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be chatting away about random stuff all day, and I get that, but you need to try and understand that it is part of your role as well, to a degree. And not only that, but the benefit from you is that you might get tips, but you're more likely to get tips anyway. Let's just say that, and that's undisputed. But not only that, your day will go so much faster. Like, if you're in good conversation with someone and you're just driving along, you won't be thinking about your driving. You'll be in autopilot, driving completely safely, but in autopilot, talking away. Next thing you know, you're at the drop-off location. It goes so fast, it really does. So I would recommend practicing that if you're not too good at it. Just asking a few brief questions and seeing where the conversation goes. How's your day? Are you up to much this evening? And whatever comes back, you can respond with. Apart from those tips, I think that's going to pretty much sort of get you good ratings, in all honesty. The only, as I say, keep it simple and get the basics right, and that's when you're going to succeed with the ratings. The only other thing is, you know, if you pull up somewhere and you can see the passenger's got a suitcase or a pram or, you know, one of those things, you know, get out and help them. You know, that's part of the job for me. Other drivers I see sit there with their Mercedes or whatever, and they pop the boot and I'm thinking, A, it's good for you to get out of the car to get your blood circulation going, and B, you know, it's just super courteous and really part of the experience for the customer, I think. So guys, let me know, what's your rating? Do you have any other tips to improve your rating that you perhaps I've missed out? What do you think of the tips that I've given you? Can you implement any of those? If you've got any questions on them as well, you want further sort of in-depth videos perhaps about maybe conversations you can have, or, you know, the keeping your car clean or whatever it might be, you know, just let me know. Apart from that, guys, have a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.